Shalom Akim. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. And I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule very well. That's continually doing his work, man, headstrong for 30 years plus and still staying diligent to this day. And Shalom and peace and safety to the hopeful elect and sincere Akim that's also doing the same things in all faith, true sincerity, and all diligence, man. Now, the topic of this video is going to be entitled this war, or should I say the warfare is spiritual. You know, whatever the spirit tells me the title of this video, but really the basis behind this video is to explain that the war that we're fighting is on a higher level than being carnal. All right, because the thing is, you know, Jake pretty much think that they can do things on their own. You know, they think that they can by their own willpower that they can pretty much get out of whatever type of situation that they're in, man, or ever try to fight back against an entity or anything of that nature, man. You know, but the thing is that, you know, everything that you see or concerning us, the ones that's in the know, that's in this work and this truth, we know that everything that we see is spiritual, man. All right, because we're spiritual men. All right, we see past the plane of just the mortal. All right, and I know that sounds like, you know, people probably say, "Oh, you bugged out for saying that," or you know, or you know, you're crazy for saying that you can see past the you know humans or you know, the flesh or whatever. But the thing is, man, is that hold on, Slacky. But yeah, the thing is, man, is that yeah, we do see past the plane of you know, what's in front of us. We see past the physical, man. All right, and we know that this battle that we're fighting is spiritual, man. We can't do nothing by our own power. It's not of our will. All right, it's not of our will that, you know, things happen, man. All right, so in order for us to be able to make it through, you know, the warfare or the battles that we go through, is that we pretty much have to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. All right, because he's pretty much the guy in charge, man. He's the head honcho, man. All right, he sets things of how they're gonna be. All right, it's of his will, not of our will, man. All right, and the scripture also speak about us having the armor to stand against the wiles of the devil, man. In other words, the wiles of this world that we're in today, man. That's ran by Esau, which Esau is the devil that the Bible speaks about. All right. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get into the scripture. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds." All right. And see, we're not like those other groups that, you know, pretty much militarize themselves, because ISUBK is on the red list, man. All right, ISUBK, you know, is known for having those combat boots and fatigues, you know, in which you know, we're not about that, man. All right, you know, combat boots and fatigues, that's the apparel of Esau, man. You know, you pretty much putting on the clothing of Esau's army, or instead of putting on the clothing of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's army. All right, in which it's not physical, man, it's spiritual. All right, that's the kind of clothing that we have on. Those are the garments that we wear. All right, because we clothe our mind with the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. Now that's fighting a spiritual battle, man. All right, that's why it says the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but it's mighty, right, through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. All right, so it's through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that we pull down strongholds, man. All right, it's not by our own power. All right, we're not gonna march all the way down to, you know, House of Congress or whatever, or the higher ups, and, you know, demand our rulership back. You know. Now, yeah, because we're not like, the Black Panther Party or any of those militarized groups, man. All right. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is with us, man. All right. That's even attested to back in the ancient world. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahushua was always with us, man. Okay. When we're fighting our battles, especially when we're coming out of making that journey out of the land of Egypt to the promised land, which is known today as the land of Israel. All right, because scriptures tell you that that we were fewer than any other nations that when we came out of there, man. All right, but now today, as of 2017, you know, now we're as the sand of the sea. All right, which no man can number. All right, but like I said before, I just want to. This is just a quick hit, you know. Just bring out this one verse, just to explain it even more further. But if any more scriptures come to mind, I'll do another video. But like I said before, man, you know, pretty much, you know, this battle, this warfare, you know, we put on the actually, instead of quoting it, I'm gonna go ahead and get it, you know, because I feel like, you know, this has got, you know, I pretty much got to show you than to tell you. You know, I'd rather let the scripture speak for itself other than just to bring it out like that, you know. Let's see. I believe how you spell it in the Old English. I'm trying to see that's how you spell it in the Old English. No, it's not, because in the Old English I know it's R-A-R-M-O-U-R. Let's see. Oh, it's like it. It's autocorrect. Okay, there we go. All right. Now this is 2 Corinthians chapter 6, and I'm gonna get let's see. I'm gonna start at verse 10. It says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." And I just explained that earlier about pretty much the wiles. If you look at the word wiles, it means traps. All right, the snares, the gins. Okay, of Esau, being the so-called white man, which is the devil that the Bible speaks of. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." All right, and that's true, man. We don't wrestle against flesh and blood, man. All right, you know, we have our battles with our flesh, you know, here and there, you know, but all in all, we know spiritual, because there's nothing but demons that's messing with you, man. All right, and the only way to combat that is to pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua to get that demon off of you. All right, because you can't do it through your own willpower. All right, and that's obvious, man. Okay, because the scriptures say, man, look, we're from beneath, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua is from above, man. Okay. So it says, continuing on, it says, "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand." All right, doing to the best of your ability, man, whatever is in your power. Okay. So that you may withstand in the evil day. Isaiah 33:6, man. Wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua will keep you stable in those times, man. Okay, that's putting on the whole armor of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, now it says, verse 14 says, "Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked." All right, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And that's why the scriptures that we hold is called sword, man. That's why we call it our swords, because this is able to pierce both the spirit and all in all, man. It's just a straight cut whenever you're dealing in scriptures, man. All right, especially when somebody's going off. Because it cuts your spirit, it cuts your soul. All right, and that's the worst cut that you can get. All right. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. All right. And for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel. All right. And that's pretty much it on that, man. But yeah, you put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. In other words, this ties into all the scriptures of the book, man, all the precepts. All right. Keeping these precepts, that's keeping the whole armor, man. All right. Keeping the sayings of the book is putting on the whole armor. Okay. So once again, man, we're not like those other groups like ISUPK that militarize, pretty much they're carnal men. I mean, that's all I can say. All right. They're carnal men, and we're not carnal. All right. We're spiritual. Okay. That's why we constantly get on these guys. But with that, it pretty much ends the lesson. Hopefully y'all can be edified with that. And until next time, Lord willing, if any more scriptures come to mind, I'm gonna post a video up about it, explain more on that on the precepts that I received through the Spirit. Lord willing, that I'll be putting up another video very soon, or Lord willing, the live stream is gonna be up very soon. Okay. So with that, man, till next time, I want to once again give ultimate praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Shalom, peace and safety to the hopeful elect that's also doing this work in all faith and truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.